Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will take the field first. Last time these two got together, Kansas got to wave the weed in jubilation and took the Sunflower Showdown in a classic.
That was big for them on the field, and David, it was big for them off the field too, because these two programs oftentimes are trying to recruit the same players in high school and through the portal. So Kansas winning that one was massive. We'll see what happens today.
And a lot of rock, chalk, Jayhawk. The Jayhawk fans were jacked up to win this rivalry. They're usually the underdog. They don't win it as much as the other side. So last year was a big statement for the Kansas Jayhawks.
Now the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
To the air, it's Klein. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So Kansas offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Klein. Got his man quickly. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give. Shakes off the defender. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. On target over the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bryant fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up for the PAT. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Firing to the right, complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Gray. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Got a little space. Turning it on. No, he got loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. He breaks a tackle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Jayhawks will go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Nice job going for it on fourth down. You pick up the first. You've got the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Steps away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. That's caught. It's McGuire. And he's knocked down. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on first and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Back to pass. It's Gray. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ruck Chop. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what of our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield. It's Gray. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's going to throw deep right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Klein. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're going to run it. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He's got him. Turning on the Jets. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy.
The Sneak scores it.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a fourth down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Klein. Slings it downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. The Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option to give. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Find some fresh air. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns it on in midfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Hand off from the gun. Shoots his way for more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To throw, it's Gray. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the tight end. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the... And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is just how...
The fake, and he wants to throw. Uh-oh, it's intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 30. Inside the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to...